Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, dear listeners, from wherever you've tuned in to this channel all over the world. Welcome to Verdict TV. The news updates. Tinubus to Tribunal. Nullifying presidential election on account of 25% FCT votes could lead to chaos, anarchy. Welcome once again, and thank you for tuning in to this channel. But please do well to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and also the bell for more updates. Now to the news details. Please carefully listen to the end. President Bola Tinubus has warned that nullifying the February 25 election that produced him as president on account of the fact that he did not score 25% of the lawful votes cast during the election in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, could lead to absurdity, chaos, anarchy, and alteration of the very intention of the legislation. Besides, Tinubus told the Presidential Election Petition Courts that the two petitions filed by the candidate of the Labour Party, LP, Mr. Peter Obi, and his counterparts of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, seeking the nullification of his victory at the February 25 presidential election, are not only novel but not familiar with the country's electoral laws. Tinubus' submissions were contained in his final written address against the two petitions pending at the Presidential Election Petition Court. The five-member panel had on July 5th given the respondents in the two separate petitions 10 days to file their written address, while the petitioners were given 7 days to reply. The panel, led by Justice Haruna Semani, gave the order shortly after. Tinubus, Shettima, and the All Progressives Congress (APC) closed their defense in the two petitions, as it would be recalled that the Independent National Electoral Commission had closed its case a day earlier. Both Atiku and Obi, alongside their respective parties, had dragged INEC before the Presidential Election Petition Court for declaring Tinubus and the APC winner of the presidential election. Amongst the reliefs that they seek is the nullification of Tinubus' election on the grounds that INEC did not substantially comply with the guidelines and regulations for the conduct of the 2023 general elections and relevant electoral laws. INEC's chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, had on March 1st returned Tinubus as the winner of the February 25 elections with 8,794,726 votes, while Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi were said to have scored 6,984,520 votes and 6,101,533 votes, respectively. Besides faulting the figures which they claimed were incorrect because the coalition of results was still ongoing when Mahmood returned Tinubus as the winner, the petitioners also claimed that Tinubus cannot be said to have won the election, having not scored 25% of the lawful votes cast in the Federal Capital Territory FCT. Besides, the two petitioners argued that Tinubus ought not to be on the ballot because of an alleged United States District Court judgment that ordered his forfeiture of first $60,000 suspected to be proceeds of drug trafficking. Another ground they are seeking is disqualification regards the alleged double nomination of Shettima, who according to them was already a senatorial candidate for the APC in Borno Central Senatorial District election conducted the same day and time with the presidential poll. While Atiku, before closing his petition, called 27 witnesses, including INEC's presiding officers and experts. Obi, on the other hand, called in 13 and tendered a plethora of documents, including over 180,000 blood result sheets, on which INEC based its declaration of Tinubus as the winner. So, concerning the presidential election, which is still in the presidential election petition courts, and nullifying the presidential election on an account of 25% FCT votes could lead to chaos. This was said to Tinubus. This was said by Tinubus to the tribunal. How will it be a chaos? How will it be absurdity? Because the court has actually listened to the opposition parties, saw different evidences, and if the court deem it fit that he did not win the right way, then they can remove him. Him now telling them that them nullifying him because of the 25% vote cast. And the Constitution says for you to be a president, you need to have 2/3 of the result of the votes in that 35 states and also in FCT. And you will remember that Tinubus did not have 25% vote cast in FCT, and he was declared the winner when the election results collation was still ongoing. That was when the INEC chairman declared. And Tinubus is still standing on the grounds, the opposition parties who have petitioned different things to him based on the fact that one, the alleged drug trafficking of forfeiting $460,000, and also Shetima, who is already a senatorial candidate and having two different posts on the same day. So it is the court's decision to do what they want if they've seen that truly they can nullify him for the post. Because Section 134, subsection 2b of the Constitution provides that a candidate for an election to the office of the president shall be deemed to have been duly elected where there have been more than two candidates for the election. He must have the highest number of votes cast at the election, and he has not less than 1/4 of vote cast at the election each of at least 2/3 of all the states in the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Whereas, according to the INEC results, Tinubus was able to garner 19% of votes in the FCT. We have come to the end of the news. What's your view today? Please share your view in the comment section. Thank you.